I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. So I was aware of this story last week, and I had a lot on my plate in terms of things that I wanted to cover, so I didn't get to it. And then I was a little prejudiced about this particular story, about those 4 people that were shot up by the alleged drug cartels down in Mexico, down in Matamoros, Mexico, across the Brownsville, I think Brownville's Texas line, the state line between Mexico and Matamoros. I mean, between Texas and Mexico. I was aware of the event when it took place. So the first day it broke, when they were kidnapped, before they realized that 2 of them had been killed. But I didn't cover it because I had my prejudice. One is, I wonder what these folk doing now. They left South Carolina and driving a rental car from North Carolina, and going down to Mexico. They said they were going down there for some sort of medical treatment. And I'm trying to figure what kind of medical treatment were they looking for? It said medical treatment in Mexico is cheaper than it is in America, right? So I said, well, they drove all the way from South Carolina. Drove over down to the low end of Texas, over there by the Gulf of Mexico, and then they went into Mexico and they got shot up. And what was happening was the fact that it says that the drug cartel thought they were somebody else. Thought they were Haitians, rather, right? Thought they were Haitians smuggling people. But the problem with that story, when I heard that, that's a great, leave that for them as engineer. The problem was when I heard that the drug cartel said that they thought that these 4 people were Haitians smuggling people, right? Because that's their job. That's what they smuggle people, from Mexico into America. But what my problem was I said at the time, I'm going to cover this story, because they were coming from America going into Mexico. They were what were they doing? Smuggling people from America into Mexico? They got to smuggle people into Mexico? So I'm thinking, well, that don't make no sense. They said, well, no, the 4 of them were going to come down to Mexico and pick up some Haitians and take them back. Well, the little car they were driving in didn't have enough room for anybody. It was a 4-seater, 5-seater car. What they going to bring? 2 babies and a goat? It didn't make no sense to me. And then once they got into Matamoros, they were looking for this doctor's office, it said, and they got lost. I get lost. I got GPS, but I have to tell you, I do get lost from time to time. I'm not ashamed to admit it. So I know they had GPS, so they got lost. And this drug cartel just started shooting at them and didn't ask them, go up to the car and say, what y'all trying to do? You got any money? Who's this woman? Why she got that hair? Why she look like that? Why all y'all look the way? What y'all going on? Nothing like that. Just start shooting at them, right? And so, and killed 2 of them, the 2 homies, and the other one, the fellow, he got shot in the leg. But the thing of it is, now let me just read the story so I can get my straight. Me just making up stuff. Here it says, leave that there, messenger. It says, Mexican cartel apologizes. You're going to get El Chapo to apologize? Mexican cartel apologized for kidnapping, killing Americans, and turn over 5 the people that it says responsible. Oh, go on. This is the Mexican cartel did that. Said the Mexican drug cartel, claiming its members were behind the brazen kidnapping of 4 Americans last week, handed over 5 of the members and left a note of apology. "We sorry we kill y'all." Mexican media outlets and the Associated Press reported on Thursday. Photos circulating on the social media show 5 men on the pavement with their hands tied, 4 of them shirtless, in front of a pickup truck, which has a handwritten letter of apology on the windshield. The Associated Press reported obtaining a copy of the letter from a law enforcement source in Tamaulipas, the Mexican state, where the American travelers were attacked. 2 of them were killed and another one wounded in a shooting on Friday shortly after arriving in the border city of Matamoros for cosmetic surgery. They said that was my problem was this, is that who was getting the cosmetic, what were they? I'm thinking cosmetic surgery. First thing, I have to tell you, I'll be honest with you, and I don't want you to think hard of me, and you don't want to listen to Pastor Manny no more. But I'm thinking cosmetic surgery. I'm thinking, are they talking about a tranny outfit? You know, is that what they're talking about? If you're talking cosmetic, normally you say cosmetic surgery. You think, well, you can get your nose fixed. You know, your nose is messed up, too big, too small, twisted. You know, or you want to get, you know, bags from underneath your eyes or something like that. Oh, the woman, you know, sometimes women get, you know, parts of their bodies puffed up and expanded. And I don't want to get into that because I don't want to offend y'all, but sometimes women do that. They get artificial, you know what I mean. You get the idea, right? You've probably seen some, you just didn't know what you were looking at. Anyway, so, but, you know, I'm thinking that who do these people, you see these four, now I'm not the 2 people that are dead, you know, I want to send my condolences to their family and friends and loved ones and everybody else. But these people looking for cosmetic surgery. I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they're going down there to get a tranny outfit, tranny operation. That's what I'm thinking. And the tranny operation in Texas, in Mexico, is cheaper than it is in South Carolina, right? That's what I'm thinking. I mean, because if you look at the face of all these people, I don't think any of them's going to win any beauty contest anywhere, but it don't look like they were looking for facial stuff to be. And it was only one person that was going to get. I think one of the guys, I think the guy over here with the blue shirt on, his wife was not allowed to go in because she didn't have a passport. I'm thinking to myself, why would you get in a car with 4 other people going to Mexico where you got to cross the border? You got to show a passport, for crying out loud. And she didn't bring one. So I had to leave her in Brownsville. This don't make no sense. Something about this ain't right. I think what about the story that is that somebody was going down to get a tranny operation. That's what I think. One of them boys, one of them. I don't know which one it was. One of them was going down. That's what I think. So I didn't bother to cover the story. Right, I didn't bother. I said, I'm not, you know, this is a Manny Report. I don't want to cover. It's kind of garbage, right? A Manny Report is an upscale place. So I didn't cover it. But I said, but no, I think I owe my audience some sort of explanation of what's going on here. And the other thing about this I thought was not bizarre, but very interesting, was that the Mexican cartel said, y'all ain't go, you know, this is bad for business. You know, we selling drugs, fentanyl, and we're selling dope, and we smuggling people into America. And this is bad for business, y'all. So we're going to catch y'all. They caught the criminals and hand them over themselves. Like they became the police. Because it's bad for business. This is just, you know, you shouldn't have done it. And you know these boys are going to face the chair. They're going to face, you know, I think Texas still has, Texas still put people to death. So these boys are going to die. And the cartel said you should die because, you know, make sure next time you start shooting at people, know who you're shooting at. But the real question is, and if anybody out there knows, maybe somebody down in Texas knows about this, or somewhere else, you know, I would like to affirm there were 2 women in the car. The one woman, again, how do you get in a car? I mean, if you're getting ready to if you're sitting here in America, you go to Canada, you need a passport. Everybody knows you're going to Mexico. That's so hot. I mean, crossing border crisis, immigrants, migrants, dream babies, and all that other kind of stuff. You know, you need a passport. She leaves South Carolina without a passport. Maybe she set it up. I don't know. Maybe she got out the car just before the shooting started. Maybe there's something else going on. I think we need to call, you know, Charlie Chan. I think we need to call, you know, Dick Tracy or Sergeant Joe Friday. I need to call somebody to investigate the Mexican cartel. Not about these Mexicans. These boys, they're going to toast. They're going to burn these boys down in Texas. I can tell you that right now. And these boys are probably glad to get away from the cartel because the Mexican cartel, they turned them over. But the cartel leaders normally would boil them, burn them, fry them, castrate them while they're living, and do all kind of stuff, torture them 30 days before they actually kill them. So these boys are probably glad to be in the hands of the Texas authorities. Thank God. They're willing to die by hanging, but they didn't want to die by the way of the Mexican cartel. But I'm trying to discover exactly what's going on here, because if one woman got out the car before the shooting started, maybe she knew something. What do y'all think? I think she knew something. Anyway, everybody, this is the Manning Report, and we try to bring you the best news we possibly can.